and if you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Ari. I am chronically ill, a cancer survivor, and I jibber jabber on here about illness related stuff, but also talk about art and how art has really helped me to continue to live and survive and thrive while being chronically ill. So I make videos when I have time or when I feel up to it or when I can't sleep, because that's kind of what ends up happening. Sometimes I can't sleep and then I just sit here and I talk, and that's when I film my videos, because hyperadrenergic POTS kind of sucks that way because it makes you stay awake with the adrenaline dumping. So if you have hyperadrenergic POTS, you know what that's like, and if you don't, it basically is like being really hyped up on caffeine. Probably more than that, actually, because it's worse than that. I don't really know what to compare it to, because it just, you can't shut yourself off. Like, you feel like you could get up and like vacuum your entire house and clean everything, but at the same time you're like extremely exhausted, so you can't. That's kind of like hyperadrenergic adrenaline dumps, I think, anyways, how they end up working for me. So there's that. But that's usually when I end up making videos. And then sometimes if I'm like making other content, or if I've had some meetings and then I'm having a little bit of time in between things, then I can make videos for my channel here. So there's that as well. I don't really have a life like a lot of other people. I don't do the whole like social interaction thing, which kind of sounds weird. I would like to. It's just there's a lot of things that I can't be around, and because of that, I live a very isolated lifestyle, which is okay. Like, you get used to things that way, but it's also like you have to do what's best for your mental health also. So I do tend to keep myself relatively busy in this like tornado cluster fuck of a life, because it tends to help me deal with things a lot better. I have a lot of appointments and that kind of stuff, and I know I'm not the only person that's chronically ill, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are facing a lot of crappy shit when it comes to illnesses, and just maybe feeling isolated and alone. And that's a big reason why I started this channel, was to hopefully connect with other people and to be able to like chat with others about life with illness and what it's like. And I think I'm getting close to that time again where I'm ready to do another season of Chronic Heart to Heart, which is my podcast here on this channel. I think I have 8 episodes from season 1. So if you're interested in doing an episode, please comment on the video and we can set something up. I would like to attach my email to the channel at some point. I don't know if I've done that actually or not, but comment down below if you want to be a part of Chronic Heart to Heart. And if you do, maybe reach out to me on one of my other social medias where we can actually message each other, because I don't really know how to message on YouTube. I don't know if that's a thing. It wouldn't surprise me if it is a thing. I just don't know where messages are or where they go on YouTube. I don't know how that works. But I'm looking for other people who live with chronic illness to share their stories, to talk about what it's like to live with what you're living with. And that encapsulates chronic illness, it encapsulates disabilities of any type, it encapsulates mental health diagnoses, because each and every thing that we face that is challenging is something that should be talked about and shared, at least in my opinion. I think our voices should be heard, and I think your voice should be heard. And if that's something you want to do, please let me know. I would like to share my platform with you. So filming them and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to try to do like a bunch of episodes at once, like not all in the same day, obviously, because that would burn myself out, but do the filming portion of it, and then, you know, maybe have you watch it and see if you're okay with putting it out there, right? And then after that, I'll schedule them so that they're released like once a week for a consecutive amount of weeks, or maybe once a month for like 12 months. So at the most, looking for season 2 to do 12 episodes. So that's 12 individuals if possible. And if not, we'll do like season 1 where I had repeat guests or people come back to share more about their story, because I feel like sometimes just chatting about what you've been through in like 45 minutes to an hour isn't enough time to actually share the breadth of your story. So I feel like giving you the opportunity to do more than one episode is a good thing. I did have some other videos that were done, but there was problems with my computer and I have lost them. So if we had done an episode in the past and you want to come back and redo your episode, please comment down below. I know that this channel I do upload sporadically, and a big part of that is because talking about chronic health stuff for myself personally can be very draining to do on a regular basis, and I know other people feel that way as well. As someone who's quite introverted, I don't tend to like to share a ton, but I do share a lot actually about myself when I look back at how much stuff I've put out on here on YouTube, but then on other social media platforms. Because I do want that connection with other people like me, and I want other people to feel connected and seen and heard. So there's like a method in my madness when it comes to that sort of stuff, and I really want to give you guys like a safe place, like building a community where people feel safe and heard and understood and that kind of stuff. I do know that there's a lot of toxicity on the internet, so just want to like pre-warn people that sometimes people just say nasty things on the internet and they'll comment nasty things on videos because that's something that they feel potentially about themselves, and that's a big reason why they're doing that kind of stuff. That, or maybe they're being bullied at home, maybe they're dysregulated with their emotions and they don't know how to cope with stuff, so they feel the need to try to bring someone else down because for some reason that makes them feel better, which is something that I'll never understand personally. I would much rather lift someone up than try to not do that. Granted, I do get very irritated with games and that kind of stuff. Gaming can be very irritating at times, for sure. But I do my best when I'm interacting with another person to listen to them and hear what's going on and try to be more in the moment and that kind of stuff. I do have a lot of health problems, as I've stated, and I do have brain fog and that kind of stuff. So I do appreciate the understanding that comes with those things, like my illness and that kind of stuff. So it does mean a lot to me that you guys are here and a part of my community. And we're slowly growing, which is awesome, and I really appreciate that you guys keep coming back and you keep clicking on my videos and hanging out and commenting. Your kind comments are seen and appreciated, and I like to see that kind of stuff. It definitely means the world to me when you guys comment something positive, so thank you very much, because it can be very, very difficult to live life with illness. And I know that from my own perspective, but I also know it from what I've seen other people go through and the hardships that other people have been through and how that has changed them. Inadvertently, it's also changed myself, and it's opened my eyes to a different kind of world, one that I'm very appreciative of, and I'm very appreciative and grateful for the fact that I have this community here and on Twitch, and that you guys are supportive of me. Like, I know I say that a lot. Maybe I don't say it enough, actually. I don't know. But it does mean a lot to me that you guys keep coming back. And even though I might not post for a while, sometimes I go months without posting, you're still here. And I'm hoping that once I get like all settled and stuff, that things will be easier for me to like post a little more frequently. I hope I won't have that stress of not being settled, lingering, looming, So yeah, I'm hoping anyways that that's the case. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video, and I'm probably going to head out now. I'll see you guys in the next one. But don't forget, if you do want to be a part of Chronic Heart to Heart, comment down below, contact me on social media. My social medias are linked in the description of my channel, so just feel free to click there, and if you can't find them, comment down below and I will link them so that you can come and contact me, like through Instagram or something like that, so that we can connect. Take good care. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon. Bye-bye.